What is grounding, and why do we need to include it in our spiritual practices? Well, grounding is the thing which keeps us here in the physical plane. Spiritual grounding is a bit like a big oak tree putting her roots deep into the soil. As it does, it draws in the energy from the earth. So if you imagine when there's a big wind and it blows on that big oak tree, the branches may move, the leaves may move, but because of the roots deep in the soil, the tree won't go anywhere. Grounding's a bit like that. We actively put our roots down and connect ourselves with the earth, so that when we reach for the energy from the universe, it can become a little bit spacey. We can get distracted. There's an awful lot of information that can come through to us, and as a result, we need to be grounded to start with, so that we stay connected and so that we can stay focused. If you think about a time where you've had a challenge and perhaps you didn't rise to the occasion, so you found that you had too much going on in your head, you were worrying about if you were going to do it right, you were worrying about everything, if everything was going to go right on the day. And as a result, you weren't able to focus on what you should have been doing. So you may have sat at home and practiced in preparation and got it right 100 times at home. But when it actually came to the day, you maybe stumbled over your words a little bit, or you were nervous. You maybe couldn't find your words at all. Well, if you had actively grounded yourself and connected with the earth, that simple act helps you bring focus to your thoughts. Instead of all your energy being up in your head, you're drawing it down through your body and you're connecting it with the earth. Now, I'm not saying that if you had grounded yourself before the event, it would have been perfect, but you certainly would have found yourself able to focus on what you needed to focus on a lot clearer. So how do you ground yourself? Just like most things spiritual, there is no right or wrong way to ground yourself. It's whatever feels right to you. But one of the things you might like to try is imagining you are in fact a big oak tree, and feel from the soles of your feet where you're connecting to the earth, a beautiful big root going deep into the soil. And as it goes down further into the earth, you can feel your energy travel down your body and out the soles of your feet. Another way you might like to try it is by using your breathing. So if you take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, relax your shoulders and feel your energy travel down your body. Take another deep breath, and now as you breathe out again, feel that energy travel further down. And you continue to do this until you can feel your energy travel down through the soles of your feet and deep into the ground. Some people like to drink water to ground themselves. Some people like to use crystals. I've even heard of somebody who likes to eat chocolate as she feels this helps her ground. Some people like to use a giant anchor like one you'd find on a ship, and they drop their anchor to connect them to the earth when they meditate or do anything spiritual. And if you're really struggling, you could even imagine Mother Nature herself reaching up and placing her hands around your ankles and holding you firmly on the ground. Maybe you really need a good foundation, and you imagine pouring concrete on your feet so that you're stuck to the earth. This is a very simple and basic way to ground yourself. But as you develop your spiritual skills further, you will discover that you need a deeper grounding. If you take a look at the chakra system, it normally consists of the 7 basic chakras. At the top of your head, you have your crown chakra, and at your tailbone, you have your base or root chakra. Now, your grounding actually should start at the top of your head. It comes down your spine and it comes round the outside. So you ground from the front and the back, from the left and the right. And as the energy travels down your spine, you actually ground from your base chakra. But then it continues down your legs and you ground from the soles of your feet. So if you feel that your basic, simple grounding technique doesn't seem to be grounding you as much as it once did, then take this into consideration. Sit in a chair, your feet on the floor, and just gently draw your energy from the top of your crown chakra down through your spine, all the way down to your base chakra, and feel that energy almost like a big weight pulling you down towards the earth. Then draw your energy from the front, from the back, from the left and from the right, from your crown chakra all the way down to the soles of your feet. And just pay particular attention to anywhere which feels stagnant, or you may be aware of blockages. And just gently take your time and work with the energy until you're completely grounded, down through the center and down over the outside. Grounding is a great practice which you should use in your everyday life, especially if you are feeling stressed or anxious. Try every morning when you wake up. Get up out of bed, and as you stand by the side of your bed, just feel your feet on the floor and bring all your awareness to the soles of your feet. Take a couple of nice deep breaths and just relax. It only takes a couple of minutes and it could make all the difference to your day.